There's a gigantic sale going on right now in the Hi-Fi world from the 28th all the way to the 1st of April. A lot of brands are going on discount. We're gonna go over some of the items that you should be grabbing in this sale. Hey friends, Timmy back to another video on SeeAudio, and today we're gonna go over 10 IEMs that you should be grabbing in this sale season. Today's video is sponsored by Hi-Fi Go, one of my most favorite stores of all time. I've spent a lot of money in this store, way more than I want to admit. And Hi-Fi Go, if you guys didn't know, was the first ever store that I bought from in the Hi-Fi world. I took a lot of risks trusting a store that I didn't know, but it paid off really well. They're always professional, they have some of the best prices out there and some of the best selections as well. So check them out, link below. All right, let's jump into checking out these IEMs. I'm gonna limit myself to picking only 2 per brand only because a lot of brands are on sale. I don't wanna populate the list with just Moondrops and Tanchjim. As you guys already know, those are amazing. I'm only gonna limit myself to only 2 per brand for that reason. Now, brand number 1 is Dunu. Now, Dunu has 2 IEMs on sale that I really love. The first one is the Dunu Titan S. Of course, $79 usually. Is a competitive to the Aria. It's cleaner, more analytical style, more audiophile-ish, hi-fi if you will. Love that thing to death. Great details, probably the best details for under $100. Titan S is just a fantastic IEM and a much needed competition for the Aria, which has reigned supreme for way too long. I'm glad they released the Dunu Titan S. Now we actually have some options under $100. Number 2 from Dunu, of course, we have the SA6, one of my first ever review on this channel. Don't watch it. It is a horrible review. I need to redo it. I was new at the time, okay? I'll do a new one. But yes, the Dunu SA6 is fantastic, especially if you love female vocals, if you love electric guitars, if you love a lot of the instruments that lives in the upper mids and the treble range. This thing just sings those notes out so well. You feel a sufficient amount of energy right up in center, and it's such a beautiful IEM. And of course, with the switch that it has, the bass boost switch, you can turn this IEM from a rather neutral with bass boost type of signature to a more V-shaped signature if you want to do that. So versatility is there. Dunu SA6, one of my first ever expensive IEMs. I still love it till today, even after owning so many now. Next brand is Moondrop. You guys are probably thinking, man, Timmy's gonna recommend the Aria again. He always recommends the Aria. Well, no, in today's video, the Aria is not here, but it is on sale. So you could technically it's still a great choice, all right. But the 2 official one that's in the video is the Moondrop Kato and the Moondrop variations. Now the Kato is an upgraded Aria. It's just Aria, but better in almost every single way. The bass is tighter, the detail is better. Everything just comes across a little bit cleaner, and also it has more energy than the Aria in the upper mid-range as well. So the Kato is for people who want the Aria, but better, essentially. Now the Variations is a very special IEM, and to me, one of the very unique IEMs that is super clean, super analytical, while still representing a whole bunch of energy in both the bass and the treble area. The sub bass on this is monstrous. A lot of you guys who appreciate sub bass are gonna really love this IEM. Now speaking of the energy in the upper mid-range, it is beautiful. Female vocals sound so good, so good off of the Variations like you would not believe. And also the treble extension is fantastic. Lots of room, spaciousness, wide soundstage. And of course, when you pair that up with the analytical clean style of this IEM, you get a very technical type of IEM that still has plenty of fun in both the bass and the high end. Brand number 3 is Tin Hi-Fi, good old Tin Hi-Fi. Now, the first one I recommend is the Tin T3 Plus. This one competes well with the Dunu Titan S and the Moondrop Aria. It kind of lives in the fun side of the 3, meaning that the T3 Plus is the most fun with the most bass, most V-shape. The Aria is slightly bit more neutral than the T3 Plus, and the Titan S is the most neutral out of the 3. So if you want the most fun possible under $100 with great levels of details, the Tin T3 Plus is the way to go. That being said, if you want very good female vocals, very good upper mid-range energy, similar to what you might find in Dunu SA6, but much cheaper, then you would get the Tin T4. I still love my Tin T4 so much. Every time I put it back on my ears, and I don't listen to it that often, of course. I own too many IEMs to listen to any one of them too often, but every time I put on the Tin T4 again, I love it. It's like I fall back in love all over again. $100 for this is just phenomenal. Again, if you love female vocals, if you love vocal liveliness and forwardness, the T4 is definitely the place to start. Skip the aria and go for a T4 if that's the kind of music you listen to. Anime soundtrack, K-pop, J-pop, female vocals in general, T4. Brand number 4, we have Tanchjim. I have 2 from Tanchjim again. The first one is the Ola. I just reviewed the Ola not too long ago. It is vocal heaven. Imagine T4 and Dunu SA6. Imagine what I said about those 2 IEMs. Just much cheaper, less technical than the 2, but gives a similar feeling vocal-wise, okay? Not that it's tuned similar to those IEMs, but in terms of the vocal experience, it gives off something similar. Now, keep in mind again, like I said, for $40, you're not gonna get a detailed monster like an SA6 or in a T4, but you will get similar tuning. $40 is $40, but it's still great value for what you can get here. And in terms of details again, Ola is actually one of the best under $50, so that's another plus. Next from Tanchjim is the Hana 2021. This one is similar to the Kato, but has more energy in the upper mids and the treble area. The bass on the Hana is not as tight and as punchy as the Kato, but again, the trade-off is it does have more energy, which means vocals are slightly bit better on the Hana, while on the Kato, the bass is slightly better. Both are great IEMs for a price. They're priced pretty close to each other as well, so take your pick. If you want the better bass, Kato. If you want the better voice, Hana. Brand number 5, I only have 1 IEM from this brand, and that is Shuoer's. And of course, it's the Shuoer's S12. What else do I need to say about that? It is a mini timeless. It is a mini 7Hz timeless, and 7Hz timeless is one of the best IEMs you can grab ever under $300. It's worth as much as a $500 to $700 IEM, and the Shuoer S12 is a mini version of that. I would say the Shuoer S12 for $170 that it's going for now competes with $200, $300, $400 IEM. So there you go. That's all I need to say about that. Just keep in mind though, if you're very sensitive to treble, then this one might not be for you because it has quite a bit of treble spike. But if you can't handle treble, but you still want similar tuning to the S12, of course, there's always the timeless. Last but not least, we have SeeAudio's Yume Midnight. If you want the most natural feeling, realistic sound, whether that being in male or female vocals or any instrumentals in general, the Yume Midnight is a fantastic choice and probably the best choice you can grab under $300. I would say under the Blessing 2 Dust if you want something that has this kind of natural or realistic recreation of the song. That's really all I need to say about it because it is the only IEM under $200 that has this kind of signature. All right, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again, Hi-Fi Go, for sponsoring this video. And of course, happy sale season, happy shopping. Don't spend too much money or spend a lot. Get what makes you happy, I guess.